Good evening, everybody. Michael D. sitting behind the mic with my sidekick, Ron.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back again, Ron.
Thanks.
The only man I know who shows up when he's asked to. I'm kidding with you, Ron. Tonight's topic is actors and their positions and props. Did you notice the making of Superman? That was an unbelievable series.
Unbelievable, of course. Who can fly? But
No shit, who can fly, right?
TV series, correct?
Oh yeah, the Superman series was awesome, especially where Superman was gonna jump out the window. Did you actually know that was done on a springboard?
Well, if anything, I thought it might have been done on a trampoline or something like that. But springboard? Okay.
Yeah, it was actually a springboard, and there was like a mattress on the other side of the window that he landed on.
Good thing.
Really, I thought that was pretty cool myself. I didn't learn. I didn't learn until my 30s. That's how it was done, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
I'd like to own that mattress. Probably a pretty good one.
Probably so. I think it would have to be. I would say George Reeves was a really big guy, so yeah. It would
that mattress extended his acting career, didn't it?
Yeah, well, he committed suicide, so what can I say?
I don't know if it was suicide or murder. Now you're getting into another thing about George Reeves, but
well, let me rephrase it for you. Whether he was murdered or suicide, it was a great loss to the acting community.
And he died in what year, you say? 59, something like that?
1959, correct.
Yeah.
Now, when he died...
quite a series, Superman. Yeah.
Now, when he died, that was, like I said, a crushing career to everybody in the acting community. Have you ever noticed in that series, Perry White? Did you ever notice he's always behind his desk?
Always behind his desk? No, I never noticed that. How about that?
Mm-hmm. The only reason he was behind a desk is because they'd actually have to put the script on his desk because he couldn't memorize his lines.
How about that?
So if you ever noticed, you watch his head go up and down, he's reading his lines.
No, I never noticed that. If I ever see any old series of that, I'll take a look.
Hey, for sure,
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Jack Larson himself, that was pretty cool. He was cool people. Not saying the others aren't, but Jack Larson was down to earth. He told it like it was. Jack Larson played Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, okay. No, I recognize that. Yeah, interesting. He used to call Perry White Chief. He didn't like it.
No, that's when Perry White said, "Don't call me Chief."
Yeah, right.
I especially like the episode where Perry White was saying Great Caesar's ghost, and Great Caesar actually showed up. He said, "Yes, Perry White, you've called me over 1,000,000 times."
Over 1,000,000 times, yeah. At least hundreds of times, anyway.
This is true. I was a Superman freak when I was little. I'd always make it and slide right in front of the TV.
Yeah. I can see why. Was fascinating kids.
Of course.
And that's a lot of different things, like Wonder Woman, all these Marvel comic characters, right?
Wonder Woman, played by Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Awesome actress.
Pretty woman.
Very beautiful woman and an awesome actress.
Yeah. You're right. when Superman went into movies. That was Christopher Reeves, right?
That's right. That's Christopher Reeves.
Yes. Same similar name, last name. Very unusual there. He had a tragic end too.
Yeah, that was really a strange ending.
Yeah. He was riding a horse, had an accident on a horse and broke his neck. Something like that. Just terrible. Made him quadriplegic, I think.
I believe it was. I'm not quite sure about it, but I will say again, that's another tragedy in the acting community.
Yeah, toward the end he couldn't breathe.
That's
pretty bad.
That's sad. And a really great actress that we lost was Anna Nicole Smith. She was awesome.
Trying to remember much about her. Did she have marriage problems or something like that?
No, her husband died originally, and then she was the sole heir of all his money, I believe. Okay, and then when she died, the money went to the child. So the boyfriend at the time then became the father, and you can guess the rest.
Yeah, how about that? Got a little history on that, huh?
Oh yeah, for real.
Well, if you want to bring up actresses, how about Marilyn Monroe? Now, there was a tragic death.
Yeah, that really was tragic. She died very young.
Only about 34 years old, I believe. And, the coroner said her skin was so perfect. He had never seen a cadaver that the skin was so perfect on it. And that woman had perfect skin. She had a long way to go before she'd start aging.
That's nice. That's cute.
Yeah. Tragic thing is, she just died too young.
That's true.
I know she had problems there like that. An interesting thing about her was she learned to like to show off her body because she had a weird neighbor that used to give her things. I don't know whether it was cookies or what it was, or money or what. To just, this will sound filthy, but she would undress in front of him. He would have her undress and just look at her. He wasn't, as far as I know, he wasn't touching her and all that, but he was staring at her, And she learned to, and she was very young too, in her early teens. And he's doing this neighbor man, an older man, much older man. And it was kind of sick, but she learned to show off in front of audiences that way, you see, because they knew she knew she was appealing to men, and that was the thing. I'm not going to go into all this stuff about who she might have been clowning around with and everything like that. I think everybody knows anyway. It had to do with certain political figures and all that. But
I don't think we'll go there with that one.
No, but her death is very suspicious.
You never know. You never know.
And how about Natalie Wood? What a tragic thing that was.
Yeah, that's true.
And she always had fear of the water, fear of drowning, too. She even did a movie before she died about somebody that had a fear of drowning. And here she did drown under suspicious circumstances, too. A lot of people wonder about that death, too.
Well, you never know in life, my friend. You never know in life what happens, what the next day will bring you. It's like it reminds me of a person who just don't even know what's going on one day to the next.
Yeah.
Well, Ron, it's that time again where we gotta say goodbye.
Yeah.
But I want to take this time to thank all the armed forces for the great job that they're doing overseas and abroad. With that being said, I also want to say eat healthy, stay safe, wear your mask. Right? And until then, remember, may the good news always be yours. Don't forget, I'm Mikey D. Good night.
Good night, Ron.